Haha, yes. I got it working. I had to press a button or something. I had to reset something off something. Anyway, I did say I was going to try and upload more often, so I'm going to do that anyway. First thing that came to my mind to think of was breakfast. Now, diet, while it is integrally important, the truth of the matter is I don't necessarily have the time to have the perfect diet. On a day off work, fine, I can split meals from here to here to here. I'll eat this here, I'll eat that there. At the moment, though, as I've mentioned before, fundings are tight, so it's what I can eat and when I can eat. Tins of tuna are still relatively cheap in the UK. No way near as cheap as they used to be, but they're still relatively cheap. And there's about 24, 25 grams of protein in a tin of drained tuna. So there is that. The only meal I would say I do have control over any day of the week is breakfast. Even if I'm working, I get up, I've got time, breakfast, take about 10, 15 minutes to prep and to eat. And at the moment, again, because of finances being a bit tight, I can't have 4 eggs a day. I've had to cut it down to 3. Because you buy them in a pack of 12. If I do 3 a day, that's 4 days breakfasts. So I have Weetabix because I was born wanting Weetabix. I was a very hungry baby, as I was told by my mum. I was on solids at like 2 months or something. And yeah, Weetabix. Weetabix all day long, Weetabix. The funny thing, I've got to have it warm. I can't have cold Weetabix. So I eat it cold. It's not quite as nice. So I've got to have it warm. Obviously, you know, before when I was a babby having it young, we didn't have microwaves in them days. So you know, you heat your milk cup on a little saucepan and then pour that over to the thing. But obviously nowadays, you know, through the use of microwaves, yeah, I normally start off with a couple of Weetabix. Well, I don't normally start off with it. I always start off with a couple of Weetabix and like 3 scrambled eggs, 3 eggs, scramble them up, and a protein yogurt, little yogurt shake thing I get from one of my local supermarkets. It's got about 20 grams of protein in it, and I have a cup of tea, and normally a couple of biscuits just to clear it off. On training days, I do train early in the morning because that is when I know if I'm going to have time. I've got to do it now because I don't know if I'll have time to do anything later. Some days I might do a tiny little bit, like a little mini workout later in the day, but that would be a case of something incredibly light. Normally something. Yeah, I'm not pushing there. Something with a band, maybe something with empty dumbbells. No real weight. Why do I do it? Because it's a little bit extra. And a little bit extra is a lot better than a little bit less. So on days when I can put in a little bit extra, and on days when I know I'm not taxing the body, this thing's broke. It's not a matter of taxing the body at this point. At this point, it's movement. Literally just movements. I've been working on set up for a monster dumbbell because there's going to be one in the competition which yes, the competitions I'm going to talk about them on another video. This way I can split videos up. So for now we'll go with the breakfasts. See, this is it. When I know I'm not on time restraint, that my mind just wanders in different directions. So yes, breakfast. So got 2 Weetabix with milk, obviously. Got 3 eggs scrambled, got a protein yogurt, and I've got a cup of tea and a couple of biscuits. And then normally, if I'm not in a mega rush, maybe 10, 15 minutes of just sort of like gentle I normally like to be moving slowly, just like plodding up and down. Just helps with the digestion to go down. And like I say, when I train, I do train very soon after. I train early in the morning, pretty soon after my breakfasts. So there we go. So that is my breakfast for every morning, really. Even if I'm gonna say, even me and the missus say, after the school run, shall we pop into town for a bite to eat? Which is rare, but it has happened in the past. I'll still have that standard breakfast because normally, if it's a day off work, there's a strong chance that I'll be training in the morning, so I'll be I'll be burning off that breakfast quite early on. So yes, as I say, breakfast, most important meal of the day, and it is, sets you up, gets you going. That is my little breakfast for every day. Every day I've been having the same sort of thing. I'll be honest, quite in the past week, I started with adding in the eggs. Beforehand, I was having 2 helpings of Weetabix. So I'd have like 2 Weetabix with milk, and then another round of 2 Weetabix in milk, then the protein yogurt thing, then a cup of tea and a couple of biscuits. But as I say, now I've brought in the eggs, extra protein, and yeah, it's kicking me over really well. Right, so that is my breakfast. How do I build up the rest of the day? It's a mix. It's a mix. Maybe I can do another video for snacks for the day, or maybe I'll do another video for the rest of the day. Food for the rest of the day, something like that. Or I could go through it now. No, because the title of this is, it's got breakfast in the title. I'll do another video about the other food, and that will get uploaded at a later date. So I'm gonna try and remember. It's remembering really a lot of the time to get some videos out and get them uploaded. Try and get at least maybe something in the region of definitely 2 a week. 2 a week's doable no matter what I'm doing, because one of them could just be an update on what I'm doing throughout the week. 3 is a possible while I'm getting out all the new information or the new subjects. 1 is a definite, and yeah, so 1 is a definite, 2 is a possibility, 3 is I suppose it's a big capital letter maybe, depending on how much I'm working throughout the week, because my hours are all over the place. Right, well there we go, that is it. I've got the camera working. That's what I have for breakfast. So keep strong, keep happy and keep healthy, and I'll speak to you all later. Ta-da.